That's one of the things I was going to say to Pete, actually, but he's not on, about the giveaway.
Yeah.
He should have done the number generator in the video.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Like whilst we're on last weekend?
I think we've just gone live. We've just gone live.
We're live.
Hey, there we go. Thank God for that. Peter's just sent me bits. Right. Back for another paint and a pint.
Well, pint and a soft beverage because it's a school night.
School night?
Yeah, I've got to drive tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, you drive for a living. I just do people's electrics.
Yeah. Yeah, you can be hungover for that. That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't need to be on the ball for that, do you?
What's the worst that can happen?
No, as long as like it's all tested correctly at the end and it works, you're all right.
Yeah.
That's all you need. Right. So
I should let you know that the video, which is coming through the YouTube, is just it's just a black screen with Warhammer in the bottom right corner.
Oh, that's not. I don't know. I don't know what's happened now. Then
absolute profesh.
Yeah,
that's what we are.
We'll get it worked out. Oh, and then phone's died. Plug it in. Wow.
Oh yeah, that's an old chat. Yeah.
Yeah, we are super profesh. So, have you had a minute to look through the previews this week?
Yeah, bit of cheeky Gaunt's Ghost action.
Yeah.
Yeah or nay to the Gaunt's Ghosts?
I like them. I mean, I won't get them because I don't need to try and do another army.
Yeah.
You've got Imperial Guard, though. You could do a little stealthy bit, couldn't you?
But yeah, so you're not helping.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't realize I was here to help. That was not in my brief.
The yeah, but I also now the new shiny book, new shiny box is coming out. All of my pennies need to go into all of that because I even really like the objective markers. I think are really nice as well. It's all, but yeah, no, that bit that you're showing in the moment, Ben, that limited edition. But I am quite tempted by that because it's just shiny things.
Yeah, shiny things, nice books, leather case.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's super cool. It's gonna go immediately and be scalped immediately.
Yeah. I'd love to say I hope not, but it is. It's just it's gonna go very quickly. As are the models, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Again, they're sort of updated classics for me.
Yeah. I'm not sure about Gaunt. I don't know if it is. The chainsword arm feels a bit tucked in, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, I like him.
Is that that might be the angle of the photo? If his arm is kind of out behind him, so his elbow is pointed.
Yeah, it might be just the pictures.
We'd have to see.
Yeah.
See the 360.
I'm hoping it's rubbish, and then I can justify that for not having to buy it.
Yeah. Nah, it's rubbish. Don't want it.
Yeah, no, it's all crap.
Yeah, I mean, for me, part of me is like looking at these, and I'm like, they'd be like really good for kit bashing Raptors scouts.
I mean, they're going to be plastic, I think, aren't they?
Yeah. So I reckon convert them into Raptor Scouts and it'd be pretty cool.
I mean, what would be nice, hopefully what they'll have is their own data sheet in there. So you could just chuck it in a guard army. Be like, whatever, 15 PowerPoints.
Oh.
Well, you think, yeah, but you think Gaunt's going to have some sort of, well, yeah, maybe not 15, that might be a bit high, but Gaunt's going to have some uber rule. They're all going to have +2 to their cover save.
Yeah, because of the cloaks.
And Larkin will be able to shoot anybody anywhere.
I'd like them to come out and the rules actually just not be that good.
Nice.
just to watch the
That's that's the angry chaos player in socks and sandals, Dave. That's what that is.
Just want to watch it all burn.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Feels like it might today as well.
We've had rain today, so it hasn't been.
No, we haven't. It's been blazing here, blazing hot. I kind of like them, probably. I'm definitely not going to buy them, but I kind of like them. I think probably like the bottom left one and the top right one.
Oh, so McCall and Corbeck, yeah.
Yeah, I like those two.
I like Larkin as well, the sniper. That's pretty cool. That'd be quite nice. You could just drop him in, say he's a Vindicare assassin, just a super sniper.
Yeah.
The only reason I would get them would be to horribly butcher them and turn them into renegades and heretics with the addition of some sweet gas mask action and things like that.
Oh dear. I'm glad I'm not the only one looking at like the kit bash potential of them rather than.
It's almost a shame to buy him to do that, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, sorry. Yes, it is.
I don't like the one. I think it's supposed to be Ron, bottom right.
Yeah.
And I also agree about Gaunt. He just doesn't look anything special, really. Like,
he looks a bit sort of like hunched over and.
Yeah, I thought that. I don't know whether that's just because the cloak's kind of up on his back, but it might be the picture. He might be.
Yeah.
And like his feet seem a bit turned
Twisted.
inwards.
Yeah.
It doesn't look very natural pose.
Because he's got his tactical bit of scenery there. Is that...
Well, that's it. They've tried to add every hero trope. He's pointing with his gun. He's got his thing up and he's standing on a piece of terrain, but trying to get it all in one.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. It's worked. Like 3 of them worked really well, and then it's just gone a bit.
What do you reckon the price point for that? 30 quid or more? 45 maybe?
Yeah, I reckon 45.
You might have insider.
Pardon?
You might have insider knowledge.
That won't be till tomorrow.
Yeah, no, I won't know anything till tomorrow. So
35, I reckon.
Yeah, 35, 45.
Some models, some money.
I mean, to be honest, part of me is waiting for like that little laugh in the background from you know who to pretend that she's got some kind of insider knowledge. So yeah, and then onto some collectibles.
That's pretty cool.
So that's the old Sabbath Crusade book, isn't it? They've just its new limited edition version.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's less interesting.
Yeah, so it's basically just the book redone with coins and special prints.
Pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's books. I mean, like you said earlier, you're just like, I hope it's not more books. But yeah, it's I don't know. I guess after last week, it's such a big release last week. It's sort of anything you do put up this week is just going to be a bit disappointing.
So these are spin-offs, aren't they?
Well, no, Sabbath War is still part of the collection, but it's a flashback apparently.
Yeah, but what I mean by spin-offs, I mean they're additional stories written by somebody else in the same sort of.
No, yeah, edited by Dan Abnett. Oh yeah, not having that.
Not having that.
Not having that.
So more books.
On the 40k games, it wasn't the 40k game stream, on the GW games stream thing the other day, that Dan Abnett wrote the story for the new 40k Vermintide, Dark Tide.
Okay. Oh yeah,
That's pretty interesting. Which means it could be quite good.
I can't wait for that. I play Vermintide 2 at the moment, so I'm quite looking forward to a 40k version of it.
Yeah, I've been playing Vermintide 2 as well, but on the X-Bone.
Okay.
So we just got Chaos Wastes.
Yeah, we've been doing Chaos Waste. Quite good fun.
What else we got, Ben? Other Ben.
It's Ben. We have got the Cadian upgrade kits.
Good, cool.
Yeah, again, yeah.
Would have been nice to get a new Imperial Guard box, but that's
no pleasing some people.
No, that's it.
I know. I mean, I am really glad they've done this, and I think it's cool. But it would have been nice to see new guard models.
Like, yeah, it would.
And I don't mean like, oh, but you've just seen new guard models. You've just seen the limited edition
tanks.
Yeah. But no, I mean like new regiment kits.
Yeah, like a full new army.
Yeah. But I mean, I'll say that I selfishly don't want the Cadians and the Catachans to be completely retired, because particularly the Catachans I use quite a lot to convert into Chaos because they look quite derpy to begin with, and it kind of fits.
It fits well. So that's something that I want. I don't know. I mean, it's funny. Like, when I first started many years ago, like it was a guard army that I started with, and it's sort of like.
When did you sell out?
Oh, when I came back to the hobby. Oh, no, actually, no. I got the guard army, and then slowly I was like picking up bits and bobs at the time, and then bits and bobs of Space Marines. I was like picking up what I thought was cool at the time, and then stopped playing for 15, 20 years. And when I came back to it, I was like, I'll just play Space Marines because these guys are the same models I had all those years ago.
No, not anymore. At least not with the Space Marines.
Space Marines have changed. These guys haven't.
Oh, it's a bit sad, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I think if they, they done like upgraded them, updated them, and even if they sort of did that sort of like they did with the Gaunt's Ghost guys, there's sort of like little throwbacks to older models, just in poses and that kind of thing, then I think that'll be all right. But they do need a bit of a refresh. I think some of them are just getting a bit. Then what would you sort of Primaris them up and make them bigger, or just?
Well, that's the problem. Is it's such a basically they'd have to just redo the kit with the same style, so it's not going to really.
Yeah,
I mean, the kits still hold up, and I think because they're quite modular for their age, you can throw in these upgrade kits, and it gives them another bit of a spruce.
Yeah, gives them, something a bit new. I mean, like new heads and stuff, bit of variety.
Yeah, it's not just about the sculpt. I think with both the Cadians and the Catchins, the quality. Because I mean, I've got some of those fairly recently. Quality in terms of like, I'm going to use the word crispness of the detail is different to what you'd see in a refreshed kit. And I would argue that the Catchin kit, in terms of if you build them as Catchins, they kind of look bad.
Yeah.
But maybe they'll start releasing more upgrade kits like this.
Yeah. A head swap kit for the Catchins would do a lot for the Catchins, because it's a lot of it is the
heads looking
heads are pretty derpy.
Yeah.
But the thing is, if you wanted to bring in, like with these, you can bring in female heads for the Cadians fairly readily, because who's to know what's going on, really?
Yeah, because the armor.
Yeah, you couldn't do that for the Catchins.
Well, no, because half of them have got no top on.
Exactly. They're topless or vests, so
And as my mum said, they're going around with no vest on. They'll catch their death of cold,
True. Some lunatics typing in the chat.
Yeah. Blood Bowl. On to Blood Bowl.
Yeah, see, now I've got a Lizard Man team painted up. It's my only team painted. So it's like, well.
Nice dice. No.
Well, yeah, I like the dice, actually. But it's how much use am I actually going to get out of a Blood Bowl team?
I don't know. I mean, I think we're looking at getting it sorted. Like, we've picked up the cards and dice and whatever for the Orc and Human team that come with the main box.
Yeah, see, I haven't even bought the I haven't even got the new rule book, because I was having to sort out in the shed, and I've found my old Blood Bowl box, and I'm like, well, I don't know how much of this is still. But then I also found an entire Goblin team with the Goblin pitch, so maybe I need to just paint my Goblin team up.
Yeah,
because then I don't need to worry about being competitive, because I've got Goblins who just aren't.
I've got a Chaos team which I'm very, 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 very slowly painting. But I've never actually played a game with the models.
I'm trying to think. I can't even remember the last time I actually played a physical game of Blood Bowl. I've only ever played probably since it last came out. So whatever. In fact, the last time I played it, I was using an all-metal Chaos Dwarf team.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, I think it looks cool, but meh.
Yeah.
One, it's Blood Bowl. Two, worse, it's Lizard Men. Who would paint them, right?
Idiots.
No, not for me. I've been perverse quite pleased recently, because they brought out quite a lot of stuff which I've gone, nice, but not for me. Which means somebody's getting something cool, at least.
Yeah.
But my wallet gets to take a bit of Oh no.
I mean, we're on the internet at the moment. That's not the attitude to have. You need to be raging at the fact that every release isn't just for you.
Well, I mean, I'm upset that I haven't seen a Primaris Lieutenant in quite a while.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. What are they playing at?
Pardon?
What are they playing at?
Well, yeah, I mean, just like.
No, that's not true. There's a dead one on Bellacor's base.
True. There is a dead one on Bellacor's base.
Yeah, that's.
And you didn't even build that one.
No.
See, what have you got to complain about? You got one, you didn't even use it.
What use is a dead one?
What use is an alive one?
Oh, I mean, nothing. To be honest, I don't think I've ever run a list with one in it.
How many HQs can you... Oh, I just heard a knock at the door. How many HQs can you put in a normal army?
Depending on what your structure's like. I think generally it's 3.
So you can only actually get 3 lieutenants in an army anyway. You can't just run a whole lieutenant.
No, yeah, you can't. You can't just literally have like a whole 2,000 points of all lieutenants.
Oh, well, that's disappointing.
Yeah.
And how many lieutenants have they released? Or lieutenants have they released?
I think it's probably
more than 3.
Yeah.
I know there's different variants, like different armors and stuff, but I think they've probably released more than 3 of the basic lieutenant in the regular whatever it's called.
The Primaris.
Mark 11 or whatever.
Mark 10. I mean, because you got the Phobos lieutenant, you've got numerous different named lieutenants, and then your Primaris lieutenant.
Oh, legendary. Yeah, I am going to sit and munch it on camera. You're absolutely right. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Pete is just saying you can have, in theory, you can have as many as you want.
Nice.
as long as you've got the troops to fill out the.
So I might be quiet for a while because this has just arrived.
Oh,
Jesus.
No chips.
No.
All right.
Chips are bad for you.
You can listen to you can listen to Dave sing about how good Sigmarines are, and then I'll just grumble about.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
I'll mute myself just so you don't hear me smashing this into my face.
So new Terminator. I mean, new.
Yeah. New. Yeah. What? Sigmar Terminators.
They look good. I'll give them that. I like the. I kind of like the armor. I like the guy in the middle's lion chest thingy. I like the shields. Yeah.
I mean,
okay.
yeah, I've been looking at these this week, and my mind still hasn't changed. I still don't like them, but I like the hammers.
Again, it's one of those that I looked at and thought, could probably do something with that, but it isn't that.
Yeah.
Because my immediate thought was like, if you could have additional weapon options for Chosen, for example, I would think about getting some of those and doing some conversion work.
Yeah.
And using them as Chaos Boys. Well,
yeah.
They just don't particularly interest me because the faction doesn't really interest me. But I do think they look good. They're interesting, and I'm happy that they're there for people who like such pedestrian things.
Yeah. I mean, pedestrian things. 4 inches of movement, 3 wounds, 2 up save, 7 bravery. 1 inch range on the hammer, 3 attacks, 3 up to hit, 3 up to wound, -1 rend, damage 2.
They're pretty slow. They've
Yeah.
got a 1 inch range.
Yeah, they're slow, but you're only going to have a unit of 3 of them, so the 1 inch reach won't really matter.
No, well, yeah.
Even with a run, you'll be across the board, and they'll just, if you can get them on an objective, people have got to charge them a 2 up save, 3 wounds. They're going to.
Yeah, I was going to say. I mean, for me, they'd just be more of a sit and camp unit rather than, be on the charge, as it were. I mean, I'd sit them somewhere strategic and let them just defend it.
But unless AOS 3 brings changes to the rules, they're still only going to cap as 3. So you come in there with whatever, and you'll outscore them.
Yeah, with all those
Grace.
attacks and damage.
Go forward.
but
Go push it
Stormcast
the other
always had
way.
issues with low numbers.
Push it towards the digger.
They just punch people in the face. What's their
Blazing impact. Annihilators arrive upon the field with devastating force. Twin-tailed trails streaking behind them as an earth-shattering shockwave blasts apart the foes of Sigmar. After this unit is set up on the battlefield for the first time, roll a dice for each enemy unit within 10 inch of this unit. On a 3-up, that unit suffers D3 mortal wounds. In addition, you can re-roll charge rolls for this unit if it was set up on the battlefield in the same turn.
So there you go, against the movement, so they can obviously still deep strike.
Yeah.
The deep strike's nice, and the reroll charge is pretty nice.
Well, it's a free command point, then, isn't it? You're not spending a command point to get a reroll, then you're just getting it.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm still not sure. I'm still not sure.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we'll have to see if they are, but they don't tend to get, in my opinion, they don't tend to get the value of those units quite right. Like those types of unit, those big chunky elite units are often overpriced, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So you think the turn you land, you're 9 away. So if you get 9 to charge, so you're doing a lot more wounds. I think if you drop them in, as long as they're not massively overpointed, it's a unit that's got to be dealt with.
Oh yeah, I kind of agree with that. Again, if EOS 3 says you cap for the number of wounds, then yeah, maybe. But if it's still the only cap for 3,
But it's also, if you drop them behind the lines, you've got to throw something meaty at them to kill them. So if you leave them to it, they're going to start picking off support characters. And
yes, that is true. And they might chip away something. If for example your opponent has got a little bunker, you might drop down there and just nip a few wings on them, maybe knock one of them off, maybe weaken another one up for the charge. So it's not I'm not saying they're not going to do anything. I'm saying I wonder how they've pointed them, I guess is what I'm really saying. Because they tend to, in my opinion, overpoint those types of elite chunky units.
Mm.
And also, I'll what I would stake on this is when we see what the points are, let's compare them to an equivalent number of points of Marauders.
Is this how we're gonna when we go through the box? Is this how we're gonna rate everything?
Because they're clearly fairly pointed and reasonable.
The Marauder rating scheme. God, we're gonna have to get Peter to do us a spreadsheet.
Marauder is the universal unit of exchange. No, the reason I say that, and it isn't a fair comparison, the reason I say that is because every time I'm like, I really like Chaos Warriors. I like the sculpts. I like painting Chaos Warriors, and then I'm like, Marauders are just better.
Yeah.
They're meh.
Yeah. Well, it's like I want to make a chaos list. Oh, just 2,000 points and more orders. You'd be all right.
Yeah, I mean, lots of lists don't do that, but it's just like, how many people do you see playing the chunky Chaos Warrior type lists or the Blood Warrior type lists?
No, I mean, I think like you said, like, you know, these, depending on how their points are, they could be another, like the Centurions, Space Marines, like compare them to another unit, Space Marine Centurions, where it's like they can be useful and they can be, like, you know, handy units, hard hitting units to have, but points wise, they're just not worth it.
Are they definitely a unit of 3?
What, the Centurion?
If you read in that Force of the Falling Star, you subtract the rolls if it's 2 models and 1 model, which seems to indicate you lose 1, it starts dropping, and you only get 3 in the box.
That is not necessarily.
No, they did that with the first ever box, didn't they? You got 3 when you bought the Start Collective box. You got 2 more.
Yeah, they did the same thing with the Nighthaunt box, the second box as well, because was it the Glaive Wraith Stalkers? Yeah. I can't remember. Was that them? They didn't have enough for the minimum unit either. So I mean, I'm not saying that that's what they've done, but it wouldn't be the first time. The Stormcast have a lot of other units which are min 3.
Yeah, they do have quite a fair few.
Maybe it's min 3. I hope so. I hope they haven't gone, oh, I have 3 in the box. Oh wait. You have to buy another one, and we only sell them in 5s.
Yeah, I mean, it says here they're hard to kill, even small units. Watch a minimum sized unit, so minimum's 3.
Oh, like the 3 you get in the mini box. Okay, all right. Let's hope they hold that up then. That's good.
So yeah, so you could probably make them bigger, I'm guessing then.
That is good then.
Yeah.
Let's see what we do.
Yeah.
Exciting stuff.
So is that the cover of the Not Limited book?
Right. I have posted a picture of that somewhere.
Yeah, A Brutal New Frontier, new edition available soon.
Oh,
it's just a poster.
Oh, okay.
And this is the release date.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yep, so I've got 2 weeks to sell a kidney.
You're going to have to sell more than that to get hold of one of these. Have you put your name down? Has anyone put their name down?
My name went down halfway through the video.
First sentence. Halfway through the first sentence, you went, yep, all right.
Yep.
No, it passed from me.
You'd have to do it last minute, Dave. I'm sure you'll manage to get hold of a few.
I don't know where these rumors come from.
It's the same place most of the internet rumors come from.
But no, not for me. Although I do really like the limited edition rule book. I really like the cover, but that is not sufficient incentive to buy the box, because then I would no doubtly justifiably pilloried for then splitting the box into and selling the cover. And just going, I only want the book. No, I'm not that guy. I'm not doing that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, mate, like you'll probably be able to buy the book online at a marked up price anyway.
There'll be somebody who like, one, there'll be people who split the components and scalp them, and two, there'll be people who are like, you know, I wanted the Stormcast twice, but I don't want two of the main figure, and I want to sell the orcs. You know, there'll be people out there selling the book.
You can have mine for 50 quid.
That's a very generous offer.
You're more than welcome.
That's a very reasonable price.
I mean, it's going to be the normal one. I'm just going to photocopy the front of my limited one and send it later on. But
you're it's like talking to Richard Branson.
Genius. Yeah, we have the release. Oh my god.
Oh, this is the core book.
Yeah.
So it has got the chunky boy on the front. Oh no, this is another limited edition book.
Another limited edition.
Isn't that the one? Oh, so you can get a limited edition one without the rules.
Pre-order the core book on its own from the 19th of June as well. Perfect if you're splitting the box and want an extra copy, or if you're collecting other armies.
Okay.
Or maybe I like that one more.
Yeah.
How limited do I want to go?
Well,
2 unlimited.
No.
There's no limit.
how quickly can you get on the GW site that morning?
Oh yeah.
Thank you to our viewers of a certain age. You will have appreciated that.
I won't really go that early, because at 10 o'clock that morning I'll already be playing.
Yeah.
Oh no, sorry, 2 weeks. Yeah, the pre-order.
Ed's got a game, I think, that day, hasn't he? Did he say that day?
What, release day?
Yeah, I think he did. And I think they're using the new rules. It's going to be good.
Oh, what, on the 3rd?
Yeah.
What? So literally, he's probably got like the whole of an hour or something before he has to.
I've got my weekend booked down in Weymouth already. So I'm going to be down in Weymouth for that release weekend. So I'll play more games of AOS in that weekend than I would have done since last year.
That was cool.
Who's dialing up to the internet?
It's Dave.
Is it?
I don't know. There you go. Stop now. Is your old AOL modem going up again, Dave?
I tell you what, I've got 1990s finest satellite dish going here. Come on.
He's still running off it, or you got a new one yet?
It's because where I am, it is a dish on the side of the building. The new place, though, if I ever get there,
The way you're going on about the new place, Dave, I mean, it's like I'm going to have really high expectations.
It's only been a year.
Yeah.
All right,
so look, the standard core book has the same artwork anyway.
Oh, so I'm going to save myself an amount of money.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they said there was a special book in the.
Well, it's just basically all the stuff around it.
Yeah, and that one I'll have a barcode on the back like a loser.
Oh.
Like a peasant.
Barcodes.
Oh. Like the common folk use.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get the basic Biff one then, probably.
Yeah.
You know.
I think it's one of those. I think it's one of those things. Like for me, if you're playing a lot of tournaments, playing a lot of games, traveling with it, you don't want like the nicest version going because it's going to get battered around. You know.
But if you're carrying that core rule book to the tournament with you, I have to question.
I've
your
never
mastery.
taken
No?
a rule book to a tournament ever, like
No.
the big one.
Do you not take it to throw at people, or is that just me?
Just
Sure.
you.
Okay.
To beat them
To beat them, throw the rule book at them.
after you've rolled ones for all your saves or whatever,
Yeah, I just
or just if your opponent is playing Lumineth. I mean,
everything's delicate. Everything delicately balanced. Every time you just drop it down on the table and watch models all fall over. God, they just like some of them just look ridiculous. General's Handbook. Anyone buying it?
Well, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
well, yeah.
Oh, I didn't read that. It's got updated war scrolls for all the endless spells. That's interesting.
So, prediction time, or at least I want your opinion on my prediction and any predictions of your own. Bill Win Vortex going to Legends.
Yeah, possibly.
No, it's not on the store anymore.
No, it hasn't been on the store for ages, though.
Yeah, but normally that just means it's getting reboxed, repackaged. Maybe
No, it
some
hasn't been on for like 3 years.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
a long time.
Yeah, then it's gone then.
Oh, well,
Ben, if you've got one of those to sell, you won't need to get rid of that kidney.
that's all right. I've got a 3D printed one, so that could just go in the bin.
It's just like constantly trying to wind people up now.
Yeah, mine's not cheesy though, because mine's lizard. Oh, broke that. Mine's lizard themed. Look.
Yeah, that's fair enough, right?
So yeah, so that wasn't gamey at all. Using that and putting a frog on top of it. It's fluffy.
I don't mind. I don't mind Seraphon that much, to be fair. Like, I get people get really upset about Crow, particularly because of the points and all the rest of it. But
Yeah, but now he's changed.
oh yeah, it'll be interesting to see what goes on with him.
I can't wait to do 3 runes to somebody's croak and they roll a double 666 and have to take him off.
What the reason I get more excited about Lumineth is, one, obviously because Ed plays Lumineth and I like winding Ed up, but also because they are like, Seraphon beat you by playing the game, Lumineth beat you by stopping you playing the game. that's the fundamental thing right there. The actually army. Oh, you were going to spend a CP. You wanted to cast it. Were you though? No.
But now everybody gets 1 million CP a turn. I think that's going to that won't be quite as devastating.
Yeah, that's true. How many CP do you think a Gitz army could end the game on with?
Yeah, all of them. All the CP, all the time.
So, new Path to Glory for Age of Sigmar.
Yeah.
Looks a lot like Crusade. Maybe.
Oh, it is Crusade.
It is
Yeah.
Crusade.
It's just basically Crusade for Sigmar. So the question is, as a lot of you guys play more Sigmar, or seem to be more into Sigmar than 40k.
Well, because
gonna-
Sigmar's the adults game rather than the kids game. That's 40k, yeah.
All right, old man.
I love it. That's one of the.
You and Topper can debate it when you're in the retirement home together.
Yeah.
I'm older than Ben. I'm older than Topper.
I know, but you don't shove it in everyone's faces like Ben and Topper do.
Yeah, but you
I'm
know,
not old. I'm just experienced.
Looking old. You don't look old, Dave. That's the difference.
I mean, I'm not going to comment on Topper shoving it in everyone's faces because I don't know what he gets up to. I've not met him in person. So you have. So
I've never met Topper in person.
oh, have you not? No.
He's not actually real.
He is Father Christmas.
He's an internet bot.
Oh,
He's a Russian bot.
Yeah.
He's Reese's stream bot.
Yeah.
No, we're not going to go down the Werther's originals again.
No. Anyway, so Path to Glory. Will we end up playing Path to Glory before we end up doing the Crusade? That's the question.
Yeah, quite possibly.
I want to do them both.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to do them both. So can we tempt you? I'm going to call you Sarah's Ben. Can we tempt you into AOS with a cheeky Path to Glory?
No. To be honest, I think I'm going to take the advantage of now everyone being able to meet up and play again and AOS 3 coming out to start playing AOS 3. Learn it as everyone else is learning it and go down that way.
Yeah.
What faction might you pick, do you think?
Well, I've got the Slaves to Darkness.
And you've got probably 1,400 points of that already now.
Well, between Be'lakor
and Archeon. All you need is
Archeon.
3 Marauders and you're done.
And you've got the STD box, haven't you?
Yeah. So all set.
What's that? Only 2, 4. What STD box is probably 600 points, something like that. 6, 7.
Yeah, I think it's about 600-700 points. I think when I checked.
Warhammer himself in the chat is saying he's going to do Caradron Overlords, because he's got too many friends apparently.
Yeah.
But I tell you.
I thought he was the other one. What was it? Posted up recently. Don't know.
Oh, Beast Claw Raiders.
Yeah, Beast Claw Raiders.
Yeah, because he was painting that Frostlord on Stonehorn, was it?
Yes.
That looked really good.
Yeah, it's nice. But yeah, no, I think AOS, to be honest, is going to be my next challenge. Because I think I'll probably get more games of AOS in, at least with you guys at the minute, than 40k. Till we get on the Crusade.
I'd happily do both, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm going to be the loser that buys the red book as well, because I was the loser who bought the Crusade book.
Oh yeah, I think I'm just going to go for. I'll put my name down for one of everything.
One of everything. And try and explain it later.
Yeah, it's easy to ask forgiveness and permission.
That's it. All right.
I've not told her about the tournament that I've booked. So,
which one have you booked? I don't know why I'm whispering. She can't hear me.
Well, actually, I booked 2. Leicester GT in December, and Bieber or whatever it is.
Oh, Bobo.
In October, I think.
Fair enough.
So I want to finish off the year playing Chaos, and then I'm probably going to do the whole, marketing sucker, New Year, New Army thing.
Oh, yeah.
Has to be done. Has to be done.
And what will your new army be?
Luminef.
No. I'm torn between two at the moment, which are cities and more tribes.
Nice.
Yeah,
Cities.
cities of Sigma.
That is 4th on the painting list for me. A Cities Army still sat in a box.
I reckon you've already got a cities army. They're just your Imperial Guard army.
Yeah, well, no, that okay. Well, I've got 2 Cities Armies, but unfortunately, both of them need painting.
Oh, okay. You've done some of those, haven't you?
Yeah, I've done maybe 20, so probably another 70 to go.
Yeah. Yeah, I think. Have you chosen like which city, or are you just going to build and then pick whichever one you fancy?
The whatever the wizard heavy one was, clearly, because I've got loads of. Mine's going to be all warrior priests. It's the old warrior priest models.
Hallow Heart.
Hello, Heart. That'd be the one.
Did you see the new? And Ben might get onto it in a bit. The artwork, which is talking about like it's got what look like flagellants pulling these great things.
Yep.
Looks like it might be a new, like maybe a sub faction for cities.
If they bring out a mad army, I will be up for that. But yeah, if you go back up, Ben, to the boards.
Yeah.
That's on the front of the box. That terrain piece at the back.
Yeah.
I think is a new piece of terrain.
Okay. So that's not been released yet then.
No.
Is that a Caradron thing?
Well, I don't know, but they wouldn't put a converted terrain bit on the thing, so it must be a new.
Yeah, I mean, I think like they did it with quite a bit with Indominus as well, didn't they? They sort of released a few pictures where there were sort of sneaky little bits in the background, for people to pick up on. So I think as we get closer to it, people are going to sort of start picking up on these images and bits in the background.
And of course, the combat gauge that makes you 100% cooler, but it hasn't got the chain, so you can't put it around your neck anymore.
What are we doing? What are we doing with our lives now? So you're gonna
how am I supposed to entice women if I can't put that around my neck?
I mean, you didn't have to put it around your neck.
Well,
yeah. I mean, to be honest, like I was thinking more of having it as a belt buckle.
The problem is I can't have anything that measures 2 inches anywhere near my waist because then comparisons are made and disappointments are had.
Yeah, that's as how.
It's my cross and I bear it.
So there you go. Base paints.
Oh.
Yep, new shiny paints.
New shiny paints. Same old pots.
Yeah, I'll probably have to get them as well.
Yeah. I'm quite interested in the sort of, I can't see what the names are, but the brownie one and the
middle one.
You're not
brown.
Pronounce them Thondia Brown.
Yeah, and Hobdraw Hide, those two. Auric Flesh, like nobody cares. Come on.
Of the people painting Oryx.
It's a bit light. Do you not think?
Well, you put a wash on it. Just mix it with black.
Yeah. On their bases, I thought they were contrast for some reason. Okay. I like the Thundia Brown. It's sort of like a whole red type, isn't it? Unless that's just a picture. It looks like a very reddy brown.
Yeah, it's a very it's quite a warm brown, isn't it?
That'll come in very handy, I think. Do quite a lot with that, and the sick one, well, like, everybody needs that, don't they?
Yeah.
What about you, Sarah, Finn?
Sorry, I'm getting distracted. What's up?
What about you? What do you think of the paints?
To be honest, I mean, I think Auric Flesh, quite like the tone of it, but I've gone off Citadel quite a bit. The Citadel paints quite a bit. I'm sort of swapping a lot of mine over to Scale 75 and Vallejo now. It's just,
Yeah.
I know it's. I sort of already joked about it, but it's the pots. The pots aren't great, and then yeah, just like the paints themselves, like the sort of consistency of them isn't, it's not as nice as some of the others I've tried out now.
Yeah, I agree. When I started using particularly Vallejo, I was very sold on the Vallejo range. Not that, like, there's a lot of really good stuff in the GW range. Don't take it the wrong way, but the paints of theirs which are not so good are really not good, at least.
Yeah. No, I mean it's like, so like some of it does sort of baffle me, because I'm like, you've got a base, you've got your highlight colors and whatever else, and I'm like, I really want that highlight color, but in a more of a sort of base consistency or a stronger pigment or whatever. So I'm like, just give someone a pot of paint and let them decide how thick they want it, rather than giving this whole like 10 different styles of paint.
But it's beginner paint, isn't it? I mean, it's designed for easy access for new people.
Yeah, it's designed to be step-by-step process. You get your base, you get your highlight, you get your
get your base,
shade.
you wash, you highlight.
Yeah.
They're not just selling you paints, they're selling you a paint system.
Yeah.
And then you'll buy more paint.
I know, but it's for me, that paint system's frustrating, because there's certain colors which I do like, and they do some nice products. Like, it's just the fact that sometimes you're like, I just want that one paint, but not as they've produced it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes there's things you can do to change the consistency a bit.
Yeah,
but I know what you mean. Like, you can't. It's not as simple as it might be. But my main complaint, other than the pots and the fact that they perish relatively quickly, the paints, I mean, is that is particularly the case with like their whites, for example. Need a lot of looking after to keep them workable, and also most of their metallics, I think, are a bit, especially if you've used the Vallejo stuff.
Is that which of the metallics is it?
The Vallejo metal color.
Oh, okay.
Which is so much smoother and easier to use than the GW stuff, which tends to be much gloopier and not as fine.
Yeah, definitely agree with that. I mean, I haven't tried the Vallejo ones. I've tried Green Stuff World, do a nice set of metallics. So I've tried the Green Stuff World ones. Again, like a lot finer pigment. And then the Scale 75.
Not tried them yet, but I've got those down there to give a go on something.
And then there's also, I've seen quite a lot of good talk about the Vallejo one, but it's alcohol based rather than.
Yeah, they're gold that they do. The blacker one is very shiny. But
it's I mean, it's the contrast system, the Citadel contrast system, like I like them, but not for what they've designed it for. It's like I sort of use it as a stronger wash quite a lot.
Yeah, I kind of play around with it quite a lot and use it for washes and thin down as as you can make quite nice glazes out of it as well. I mean, like the orange on my Giants, they're that's an orange base coat with an orange contrast over it as a shade to really make it still pop.
Yeah, it just gives it a nice bit of contrast to it. So yeah, new paints, new book, limited edition books.
Oh, they're pretty cool. They look
Yeah, they do look very good.
Anyone going to pick those up if they can get them, of course?
No, I mean, to be honest, I don't read enough. Well, I don't read enough in general to sort of warrant buying a limited edition book.
I'll do all of mine on Audible nowadays.
Mm.
I can't remember the last time I actually read a proper book.
Do you listen to them a lot when you're driving, or
Yeah, because I've got like 3 hours in the van every day just driving. It's like, wow, stick a book on.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I'm a dozen books into the Horus Heresy at the moment.
This is the thing. I've got all the Gaunt's Ghosts books on Audible now.
Yeah. Have they got all of them on Audible now?
Well, as many as you can get. Yeah. But so I need to listen to them, but I don't do as much driving. I've missed out on that sort of like all that time where you can listen to stuff. But
yeah, that's the one.
Did you see that they'd published they did this a while ago, they've refreshed that roadmap of how to read the Horus Heresy books?
Oh yeah.
What sort of like order and
the order that you should read them in.
Well, obviously the last one first, because you know what happens anyway.
Or do you?
Oh, spoiler alert!
Look, I just want it to be Alfarius. Like I want it to be Alfarius on the Golden Throne.
Nice.
But then where's the Emperor?
He's dead.
He's dead, Dave.
He's dead, man.
He's dead, Dave. So what? But that doesn't make sense.
None of it makes sense. Come on.
You do know it's not real, don't you? It doesn't have to make sense.
It is real.
Okay.
It's like wrestling.
It's all real. It's all real all the time.
Yeah.
Like it's like wrestling.
It's not real war, it's war entertainment. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. No, it's no, I think Alfarius would be a nice little. You could. That's the thing, though. You could just shove them in anywhere.
I think I'm going to do mine with yellow shields.
Not orange.
No, I'm going to try an army with no orange.
You say that every time. My Tyranids
are
are not going to have any orange.
And do you know what? I was thinking about this when I was playing them. Every colour I use on that Nid army has got the word orange in it. I'm like, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I've got issues.
Yeah, well, many of them.
Yeah, no.
Not all of them painting related.
Well, orange can leak into other parts of your life. It's an unfortunate thing.
Well, that's stopped now. I've got some tablets.
Oh dear. So yeah, yellow shields. That'd be cool.
Hmm.
Just trying to see like if you can spot anything in here which is going to be new.
Well, unless they bring out this whole swamp terrain as a new like Warcry board set.
Yeah, quite possibly.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I mean, that sort of ship in the background seems to be, seems to be quite a fair amount of effort for.
I think that's.
Or is that already?
I think that's that's the Deepkin boat. So I think that's just been because I think maybe that's just a converted board.
There you go. Yellow shields.
No shields.
Oh, tell me are there alternative Bad Moon shields?
I don't think so. I think that's just the old school pictures.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if they did alternative shields like that.
I'm beyond the list. Beyond the list. Bad Moon shields would sell me.
I'm sure somebody will make them and I can 3D print them for you.
Yeah.
Bad Moon shields, Cruel Boys, Bad Moon shields, Gobos, mixed destruction list. I mean, I can see it now. I can see it. Cheeky giant falling over in the background.
Yeah.
Lovely. I mean, it's got everything. It's got everything. I'll tell you what it wouldn't have. Kragnos. That's what it wouldn't have.
You're not a fan, Dave?
No. If they did a little bit of resculpting, he would have been a really nice Beasts of Chaos model.
Yeah, I like the model, but he's not. I don't see him as a destruction god.
I mean, it's not the whole like, oh well, he's a centaur thing. It's just like he doesn't aesthetically look. Even though they brought out these new guys who've got stylized interpretations of his face on the shields, like he still doesn't look aesthetically like he fits with them.
No.
And interestingly, like the army that I think he might be really good against is Sons of Behemoth. Because he's really good at just chinning that one monster. Shame. What else we got?
Oh, it's just a bit of a better look inside the box.
Best model in the box right there.
Yeah.
What, the standard bearer?
That hobgoblin, or whatever they call them now. I love it.
Hobgrots, yeah.
Yeah. Hobgrots.
Go nicely with the Chaos Dwarves.
Oh, don't. They would take all of my money.
There's the new Primaris Blade Guard. Oh no.
Is there anything in the background?
No, I mean we've got the.
Yeah.
Is that the hymn singer in the background there?
I can't remember what they call it. We've seen the wizard. We've seen the
the one who's sing. Or is no? That's the other one we compared it to.
See, so when I paint those up and do another Stormcast army, that will be my 4th Stormcast army I've done.
You could do them as a Stormkeep with your cities.
Yeah, that would mean painting them orange to match some cities on. I'm not sure how good an orange Stormcast would look.
Okay, I don't know if you did it like a orangey copper.
Hmm. I might just go full box art wanker and paint them gold.
With the cheeky blue shoulder pad.
Yeah. Bit of ultramarine action.
You're really spoiling us.
Peter says orange cloaks.
Yeah. Orange and gold. Hmm.
Orange and gold. Beautiful.
I don't know. Some of them could work as Chaos Warriors.
I did play. In fact, that was at the first South Coast, so 5 years ago, when they first released AOS, the first tournament I went to. I played somebody who had a Stormcast army, but they'd converted it to be a Fallen Stormcast, so they were all chaosy. It looked really cool.
The first Stormcast I got was when they were doing the giveaway thing. Or it wasn't like a giveaway. It was like, you know, come in and paint a model. We'll give you the mini.
Oh yeah.
Right. So I got a free Stormcast, and of course, as soon as I got him home, snipped his head off and put a Beastman's head on.
Nice.
And thought, I could do a whole army of these, and then went, or I could could just
do Beastmen.
Well, I mean, this was AOS 1.
Oh yeah.
And I didn't really play AOS 1 at all because it looked pants. The models looked good, to be fair. It's particularly the corn ones, but the game looked pants.
Mm.
So I didn't bother. I really liked 8th edition and had seriously got into it along with the end times stuff.
Yeah.
So I'd built up a Beastman army and I'd done an Empire army, which I kind of finished at the same time. So I was I didn't go and burn my armies or anything like that. But I did remember thinking when AOS came out, I was like, what the f is this? Yeah.
All right.
What do you think of the rules leaks that we've seen for AOS 3?
It looks really interesting.
Well, sorry, not leaks, to be fair.
Yeah. The official releases. Yeah, looks good.
Are they up on here? Or are they? Where are they?
Yeah, they're in the community somewhere.
I'm having to shake my paint here like a peasant because my laptop's plugged in.
Oh, God.
It's the firstest of first world problems.
In this day and age.
Turns monsters up to 11. Heroic actions. Is this all the new stuff or is this?
Yeah, that's the ones.
Yeah. Heroic actions. There's a totally new type of ability used in each and every hero phase by both players or all of them if you're playing in a big multiplayer brawl. Heroic actions bring fresh tactical opportunities and keep the action flowing for everyone involved. So
Okay, what do you think about them? I mean, the first part being you can do them in somebody else's turn.
I mean, what is there not an order to it, or is it? I mean, what is it like a sort of heroic intervention? Heroic, like
No, so yeah, it's start of the hero phase, isn't it? Whoever's turn it is picks.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I don't know enough about the game to have a sort of strong enough opinion on it, to be honest.
I mean, it's yeah, they're all pretty useful and it's all going to be interesting, but it's until we actually play it and have all the other rules.
That's true. You don't know what it's. I think the same thing about the monster things, particularly with like what we were talking about with Sons of Behemoth. Like if similar things are done to rank and file, so let's say battle line have some similar rule to objective secured.
Yeah.
Right. That change, because with it, just seeing those rules as they are without the context of the rest of the game, it's hard to say whether it actually makes things genuinely better or not. But I don't like it, and the reason I don't like it is because now when it's somebody else's turn, instead of going and getting a drink or whatever, I have to stand around. It's a pure quality of life problem. I'm like, I can't go and get a beer. I've got to stand here. Why?
Oh dear.
I'm a simple man. What can I say?
Only you, Dave.
These are the
Right.
real.
More command points. So okay, that's interesting. So whoever takes second turn receives an extra command point.
And you get, when the game starts, you get that's also, because it used to be whoever went first at the moment got a command point. Whoever went second didn't have any, unless they'd paid for one or had a battalion.
Yeah.
But at least now you've always got a command point.
That's an interesting way of doing it. So you might start seeing a lot more people choosing to go second.
But I mean, often choosing to go second is the better choice anyway.
Because it stops you, gives you the chance of a double turn, stops you getting double turned.
I mean, it depends on what you're playing and what your opponent's playing, because there are armies where you might want to take the first turn, but it's often more advantageous to go second.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that's really the case in 40k. Maybe that's.
No, I mean that's the big difference. I mean, with 40k, it is in ninth at least. Like it's advantageous to go first. So it's definitely definitely make it, something like that in 40k would make things very interesting, because you would see a lot more people choose for an extra command point. There would be a fair amount of people choosing to go second. Using command abilities. To use a command ability, you must spend one command point. Pick one friendly model to issue the command. So you just same as always.
The change there is unit champions can now issue commands to their own unit.
Is it unit? I thought it was totems.
No, unit champions.
I don't know. I can't see your screen. So.
Yeah, so unit champions can issue commands as well. So totems can issue commands.
Yeah, totems can issue commands to units that are wholly within 18 inches. Generals can issue commands to units that are wholly within 18 inch. Heroes can issue commands, and unit champions can issue commands to their own unit. So the unit champion can issue command to their own, only to their own unit.
So this is similar to the OBR rule then?
Yes. Yep.
With the Hectos. Totems is interesting. Makes standards, assuming that is what they mean.
So like the Blood Secretor banner and stuff like that is all totem. So yeah.
Though there are factions that just don't have them.
But maybe they will start picking them in.
Yeah, Return of the BSB.
Mm-hmm.
Monstrous Rampage. At the end of the charge phase, each player can carry out one monstrous rampage. So, is this a completely new rule, or is this a change, or
This is all new and shiny.
all new and shiny?
And again, it's you both do it regardless of whose turn it is.
Yeah.
So more things I'm missing out on my comfort break and beer for.
You just have to employ someone, Dave.
Just contract out playing the AOS game. Just like
I mean, I was talking more about someone fetching you beer, but you've gone the complete opposite and just
I mean,
like priorities the beer, not the game.
Yeah, Ben, how's your game going, mate?
Yeah.
Would you mind just bossing
Okay.
mine? But I'll give you a tenner.
Yeah.
Do you want a beer?
Yeah. Oh dear. There's me thinking like, pay some young lad a $5 to like go to the bar for you, but you're like, no, I'll just pay some a little bit more to play the game for me. Brilliant. All right. So those are the new rules. Titanic Duel. Pick one enemy monster. Smash to rubble.
There's all sorts of interesting takes about some of this, like with people going, monsters are good now, and you're like, well, I'd wait and see about that one. But also the worst take being, insert terrible monster here is good now, and you're like, no, they've got universal rules. If they were bad before, they're still bad now. Take the better monster. It's still better. So maybe it's just me. That just tickled me.
Peter's just said he said Peter likes the smash to rubble one, but
it's probably exactly. I was going to say Ed won't like that. It's because he was roughly handled by that flipping Cathala in his game against Ed, who was standing on top of his flying shrine bollocks.
Oh, he's just used the rude word.
He has used the rude word. What I don't like about that is it kind of impacts the value of the Sons of Behemoth sub-faction. Nobody cares about the Fox, get the fuck out. But it does affect the Sons of Behemoth sub-faction, which I think is a shame.
Yeah, I don't think it's a. I don't. But you've always, the flip side is, you've then got a monster who isn't attacking a unit; it's just kicking a wall. But it's also, the good things about it is, you can just, even in their charge phase, if your turn, you've run up and stood next to a piece of terrain, you can now in their charge phase just punch it to death, because it's, you do it even in their turn.
Yeah. And maybe you smashed everything near you.
The turn before, and now you can just punch the building.
A lot of Hulk smash then.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Peter likes it.
It's because he's playing an army which has got a lot of monsters. Or he was last time he was playing anyway. I did look at it and think, I could have a cheeky cockatrice in my Slaves to Darkness army. That wouldn't go amiss. It's a decent-ish kind of monster anyway, and if I get to do these, that's quite nice.
He's still ranting.
He's salty about just getting in.
He just basically, It's like the one piece of Lumineth scenery, terrain.
And the
It's
problem
just like,
is,
it's just
like,
like get rid of that one bit.
the problem is that, like, I mean, Ed has played, I think, quite a lot more than Pete, anyway. And Ed, like, just absolutely parted his peas when they played. But
Yeah.
like, it's not that he lost. I think it's like it's the way you lose to Lumineth, which is unpleasant, in my opinion.
Yeah.
There are lots of Lumineth lovers out there stroking the little pointy ears, but you know.
Yeah. I can see you suffering on Tuesday night now, saying all this horrible thing about Ed's favourite army.
Oh, he knows. Like, Ed totally knows. The last physical game I played was against Ed's scene change host. It's the type of army he likes, where it's just like, oh, ah. Whereas I just want to smash. Just want to smash things.
Yeah. Oh dear. Gonna have to get a game in then. As soon as this gets released, I have to get a game in.
Yeah, I mean, you can play. Obviously, you can play TTS.
No, I would just. This is my thing. I'm just like I didn't start the hobby to play computer games. That's my biggest thing. I'm just a bit like, if I was going to go down that route, I probably would have saved myself a few £1,000 on plastic and paint and just got a computer game.
Yeah, I mean, I was feeling that way, but the more this has gone on, the more I've kind of relented, because I was just thinking, well, like, why would I play TTS when I can do more hobby time and paint stuff instead?
Yeah,
you know. But obviously, the longer and longer this has gone on, the more I've been like, do I really want to play it? You know?
Yeah. I mean, this last year, it's like, it's strange. You know, I've got more and more into the painting side of things. But I think now it's at the stage where I'm sort of like, need to stop playing a game or two to warrant all this painting that I've been doing. So I'm at the stage now where I'm happy to go out and play a game face to face. I know some people are a bit different and sort of saying, well, I'm going to wait until I've had all my jabs, or I'm going to wait until June or whatever it is. So
yeah, I'll probably wait until I've had both my jabs, mainly because of a job, really.
Yeah.
You know.
What about you, Ben?
Well, I'm going down to Devon, to Dorset on release weekend, so I'll be playing 10 games over 2 days. So I'll soon get into the swing of it.
So weekend after, I'll come visit you and have a game then. You'll be able to teach me.
I'll know exactly what I'm not doing. Yeah.
That's fine. You can tell me anything. I'll just go, yep, sure.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Oh, brilliant.
So I roll this dice. Oh, that means I've won. Cool.
Yeah. Turn one, roll one. Oh, no, you lost. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Done.
So,
even with your extra command point.
Yeah, it makes no difference.
what are you taking to the tournament?
Oh, it's not a tournament. It's just a load of us. So I'm just going to take everything. I'll take the lizards, take the Sons of Behemoth, see whatever fits in list nowadays.
Yeah, I was, because I got to the point where it's not a tournament army, but I've got 2K of chaos ready to go, basically.
Yeah.
Slaves, largely slaves ready to go. And I was thinking, like, well, what should I do next? And AOS 3, the announcement has really, like, got me going, what do I do?
Yeah.
You know? So it's been a bit strange, because I am still painting some Slaves to Darkness stuff right now.
Yeah.
But it's like bread and butter. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, you can't plan a list at the moment.
Exactly that. Yeah, exactly that. So I can say like, will I need some more orders? Will I need,
Yeah.
might I want a chariot or two? I know a lot of people don't like chariots, but they're wrong because you can have like the world's most metal list of just chariots. Finish your game by the second turn, go up the bar. It's a win. That's a win.
So basically, it's about getting to the bar, Dave.
It's all about bar time.
It's about throwing dice and having fun and getting a beer. Yeah.
Yeah, but more importantly, a beer, and the rest is.
Are you really playing EOS? If you're not, there's a minimum having snacks and things because I don't. So
I don't know. It's weird. Like, I guess that's where it's. Yeah, it is. It's probably more of the gentleman's game than 40k. 40k is very much like you sort of like put anything which isn't game related near the table. People start having a complete meltdown.
Fun.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is it? I don't know. Do you think the EOS demographic kind of skews older than the 40k one?
Yes. Having been to events where both was being played, there does seem to be a younger crowd for 40k.
Maybe that's all it is. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
Oh no, we've just been told by Peter. He had a pizza as a terrain piece once. So
that sounds like my kind of tournament game.
that was good. Yeah.
Maybe more tribes is the army for me.
I think you need a Sons of Behemoth army.
I'm going to kick the pizza towards me.
Yeah.
He's a monstrous rampage. Smash to rubble. Eat the pizza.
Let's see what the points are like. I might be able to sell you one.
What, for a pizza?
Yeah.
I must admit that was one of the things that somebody was. I think it might be Ned again actually mentioned to me a little while ago. He was like, "Have you thought about getting the is it the War Stomper for Slaves to Darkness as an ally?" But I think Ed, like, he does that quite often because he previously said like, "Oh, you're going to do Archeon," and then he was like, "Oh, you're going to do Be'lakor." Like, thought about getting a War Stomper, I think he's like, he's trying to push me into these really big
monsters.
Yeah. And that was the one that I was kind of could get a cheeky Mega Gargant, couldn't I? But then also I did think like I could have spent to print me something truly horrific.
Yeah, I can find you a disgusting. In fact, where is it? There's one that's just released on one of my Patreons that would be really good as a Chaos Giant. Try and find it. I'll oh, come on. I'll send it in the chat.
I just got to say, Dave, every time you lean down, it looks looks like you're up to something with the old Sigma.
There you go. I've just sent it in the chat.
Oh wow!
Because it's quite big anyway, so you could scale it up quite easily to be giant size.
No, I'll have a look. That'll be.
No,
Might
you won't find him. He's on Patreon.
Oh. Might
No,
be
no,
Oh, you won't find him.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorok the Warlord.
But he's a pretty big boy anyway.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Sort of a Nurgly type look to him, wasn't he?
Yeah, but he's pretty heavily armored. He's a bit of a butch. I think that's probably one of the better ones that would fit.
That's pretty cool.
Hmm. He does have some pretty grim models.
Yeah. I do enjoy seeing
Who's it?
printed them.
I really can't wait to get them on the table.
Oh, that is a nice terrain piece as well.
The gate.
Oh, what, the face? Yeah, I've got that to print. In fact, I haven't even looked to see how big that would take to print. What's it called? Church Infantry.
Gate of Alstein. You could do that as like a corrupted Stormcast head. Like it was like part of a statue that had come down and then been defaced.
Yeah. I mean, either that would be pretty cool. As you could use them in a slaves army, couldn't you?
You couldn't take any of this stuff to a GW event, though, could you?
Well, it's only events at GW.
Yeah.
That's the only ones that you couldn't take them to.
And even they're getting a bit more relaxed on it in the sense that if it's something, was it the main part has to be like a GW model, and then the external parts have to be designed and printed by yourself or something.
Yeah.
So they're relaxing their attitude on it a bit, but again, it's
like I couldn't take my giants.
no. But yeah, definitely some cool stuff on here. I've seen a lot of these painted up. Otto. But as like we said before, like you can see how detailed some of these are getting now. Like
All of his models are so nice. Well, looking at that, nice is a subjective form.
Yeah.
Oh, I really like that.
What, the warrior spawn?
Yeah. Yeah, I really like the first one particularly. With the
Cool.
it would fit in nice as a spawn, because the spawn model is jack.
Right. So I think we've covered all the bits that have been brought up this week, which we are wanting to cover. Has anyone got anything else they want to add?
I think so.
Streaming service.
Streaming service, yeah. I mean, have they given a price for it yet?
No.
No. That's my thing. It's just another $9.99, whatever it is every month you're paying out. And then how much stuff's going to be on there to watch? You know, day one release day. How much is going to be out there? I know they're buying up everyone's 14 shows on release. You know, 5 of them could be Astartes part 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Nice. You know, this is my thing. I'm like, it's very easy to say, you know, but they've brought up a whole load of stuff that other people have done now. So it's just.
And then removed it from the original. Original site.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see how much it is.
It'll be interesting to see how much it is and what they have on there and how quickly it is available for free on another website.
I don't know. I think it's a good thing overall, but it seems strange that they've.
What more is
done
a
that,
space marine
that
than a
they've created
sword
it
against
as their own streaming thing.
Yeah, but they want to protect their IP, don't they?
So
Yeah, I mean, they want to be able to control as much as possible.
But it's good in a way that because before all they would do was send a cease and desist to whoever was doing it on YouTube, and that's game over. At least now they're going, "Do you want a job so we can do it properly?"
Yeah, they did that with.
I mean, I guess that's a sort of positive way of looking at it.
They did that with the print stuff as well, or digital print stuff as well, like the turn left signal on a Land Raider and all that stuff.
Yeah,
they kind of co-opted it, didn't they? And brought it inside the tent, as it were. But it seems strange to me that they didn't create a separate YouTube channel rather than create an entire streaming service. But I guess they probably think, well, you know, we'll get people signed up and then it's solid income. But I'm not really sure.
I mean, it's the cynical side of me says that what they're hoping for is the initial burst of people paying that $5 a month or whatever, and once they've got that $5, you know, that's them sorted. Even if they don't renew the next month, they've made a whole load of money in that first month anyway. You know, I mean, how many people signed up to the Warhammer app, paid their money for that, and they're still waiting to get a whole load of stuff on it, and it still doesn't work properly. So it's just.
That's one thing that I hope we don't get in AOS.
Yeah.
The online list builder is fantastic for AOS. So that's
the AOS app's really good,
and it's free.
Well, even the list building that you pay for is only 99p a month.
Yeah, but I mean, you can just use the one on their website.
Yeah, but it's just when I'm out and about, it's easier on my phone.
Yeah. I hope we don't get that, or some sort of version of that app for iOS.
Maybe, well, I don't know. AOS 3 could bring that change, but I guess it might not be their sort of main priority. Who knows?
Who knows? Well, most of the people at Games Workshop know. We will find out. It'll happen.
Yeah. No, I see. I mean, just keep meeting up on a Sunday evening on here and seeing what's happened that week. But I think now we know dates and whatever, we can probably expect things to go a little bit quiet before and during the wait for AOS 3.
Yeah, I got important things to worry about, like which model am I going to build first when I get the new box?
Yeah. We've got important things to worry about, like how, yeah. How many boxes am I going to have to fight people for, I guess?
No, Sarah said that you're not getting any.
Yeah. Pretty right.
Yeah.
No, it's just, I don't know. It's one of those moments where you're like, you can make a nice bit of money off of it.
Well, that's it. I'm not sure. I'm going to look at the models. So I keep thinking, well, I could just get the box and I'll just sell the models. And I'm like, yeah, but I won't do that. I'll just, that'll be my plan until I get the box. And I'll be like, shiny models, and then they'll be built. And then I'll just have to use them.
You'd have to paint them.
Yeah.
And then they'll sit on a shelf.
Yeah. And then once the dust is so thick I can't tell which army's which, then I'll sell them.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's one way to do it, I guess.
Yeah. Well, until I move house and get some glass cabinets, and then they won't get dust on them anymore.
Yeah. Glass cabinets. In the dream.
I know.
We see now I've got the mega desk.
Oh, yeah, that's really good. I'm quite jealous. I'm thinking of getting something similar.
Well, I got the whole desk was 67 quid off Amazon.
Nice.
So I'm like, can't not buy it. In fact, the desk is cheaper than that Hobby Zone storage solution set. So
Yeah, but that is, yeah. I mean, that is the ultimate luxury, though.
well, that's coming tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yep, but it's coming
Really?
through Hermes, so I'm not sure how much of it's coming tomorrow. But in theory, it's coming tomorrow.
Just move your bins out the way.
Yeah.
So they can't deliver it there. And you'll be
I mean,
all right.
Claire's at home because she was working from home,
That doesn't matter.
but that doesn't make any difference.
Yeah.
They'll still throw it over the next door's fence or something stupid like that.
And
Yeah.
she can only be at your home.
Yeah, true. Well, that's fine because then I'll find it eventually and just get my money back and order more. So then I'll have double Hobby Zone. Yeah.
We've all had that. I mean, I've certainly had that picture that they send you, and you're like, where the fucking hell
Yeah,
is it?
whose house is that? Yeah.
Doesn't even have the same number.
I know. It's sad, isn't it, when you kind of half of you hoping they do deliver it to the wrong house because then you get it for free.
Oh dear.
It'll be fine. So yeah, so tomorrow night's hobby will be getting the wood glue out and gluing together some MDF boxes,
Nice.
and then figuring out where everything's going to live.
Oh, that's the fun part.
Well, I've got enough off, I'm afraid.
Yep. No, I
Yeah,
think
snap.
we'll call it. Well, cheers, guys.
Yes.
Thanks for coming along, join us again
Goodbye. See you
sure.
same time, same place.
next week.
We've got one thing before we go, don't we? Oh no, it's week after next. That thing
Sure.
with
Yes, that's 2 weeks. Yeah.
yeah, that's 2 weeks. Never mind.
Yeah.
Bye.
Peter said you can mention it. What are we mentioning? 2
That
weeks?
we're doing a collab.
Oh yeah. We'll do the collab with Iron Ceramite,
Yep.
but when that's released, I don't know.
Why are they called iron and ceramite?
I hope I've just got the name right and not.
Because maybe one of them's an Iron Warrior player and the other's got an armor fetish.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know.
Could be iron and ceramic.
No, ceramite is the Space Marine armor's
Yeah.
made out of.
Right. On that note, again, Dave.
Now we've lost that option because we've just been stupid at them.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Sorry, Pete.
Sorry.
Right.
Yeah.
End it. Kill
Yeah,
it,
let's
Pete.
go before we ruin everything. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye. Bye. Bye.